Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're just ticking forward time, trying to live for another 10 years. So that'll be good. All of these are kind of irrelevant. So we'll just shift-click those to get rid of similar ones. There we go. We've been spending more time with our wife Gerberge lately, and though of course we did not marry for love, we can tell it's growing between us. Excellent. I mean, it looks like Snedga is going to be an only child at this point. Our wife is 37, so it is possible. We introduced the Prince of Finland to the King of Sweden, but they didn't get along. Oh well. Okay, he's no longer secluded. Speaking of seclusion, what do we got for epidemics going on? Nothing really. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So, now that we're Lawlord, we could kill the Pope Man. If we wanted to. To Neophyte Atraitus, it has come to my attention that you still lack a proper office of alchemy. How can you hope to uncover the secrets of Hermes, the thrice blessed, without the proper tools or staff? You should build one, or your work will fade into obscurity. I kind of flubbed that sentence, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and build one. Let's see. Is that here? Construct laboratory. 50 gold. Okay. A truly useful laboratory can take both time and money to assemble, but without an office dedicated to alchemy, we doubt we'll ever be able to unveil the deeper secrets of the world. For science! Excellent. Hey, tech points from Constantinople. Can we invest in anything? Nope. Okay. Secrecy is of great importance, as the experiments we will perform in our laboratory... Laboratory? Is this like a laboratorier? We need to get a laboratorier. That's a thing that we need. It may both frighten the ignorant and tantalize our fellow alchemists. To keep intruders away, laboratories are often built deep within a castle, but a more accessible building would likely be more efficient. Our secrets will be safe within the walls of Westminster. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Germany here seems to be shrinking. Good job, vassals. They're just slowly expanding, pushing out. In order to properly heat and transform metals or other substances, we require furnaces of differing temperature and flames of differing types. The alchemical texts... Wow. Words are apparently impossible today. The alchemical texts speak of various setups that could be beneficial. Let's see. We will work around a small but varied setup. It costs more money, so that means it's better, right? Well, in these games, it usually does. Those all look fine. Excellent. There are a lot of de jure ducal claims and such, but our vassals are mostly pressing them themselves. Not all pottery is suited for the type of alchemical work we do. Our experiments require both the porous orange pottery that can absorb components in the crucible and the dark and highly fire-resistant pots, in which even the strongest metal can be melted. Good quality does come at a high price, however. Only the best will be good enough. 20 wealth. That's not too bad. We've spent, what, 90 on this so far? Yeah, that's doable. The entire castle just shook, waking us from the dreamless sleep that comes after hours of preparatory laboratory work. Did we forget to properly lock the laboratory? So, we maimed the heir to the Duchy of Orléans. And we need to tighten up security, clearly. Another 10 gold. We also need a new steward. And this guy would be an amazing choice. Skill 24. I love it. We'll have him collect taxes for now. since I feel like we're not really getting too much from researching tech. So go ahead and train troops. And we're proselytizing as well. Excellent. You're performing statecraft. That is actually perfect. That's what we want from you. Sometimes the difference identifying success can be as hard as achieving it. Many metals and other substances are so alike that only an expert can tell them apart. To avoid mishaps, perhaps it would be best to invest in a rich library of reference literature to avoid unwelcome surprises. We'll do it. What could go wrong? We're spending all of our money. So, she is still infatuated with us. But this is still through the grapevine, so no need to respond to it. Excellent. We could actually upgrade our shipbuilding, but I don't feel like that's super important. As we snuck into the kitchen for our usual night snack, we chanced upon Countess Aza. We've been chatting and laughing for hours now, but the words have grown softer and our hands are touching. Suddenly, she leans in and whispers softly in our ear. So, that's her. We could follow her to bed, or we could say such childish nonsense, or we could say it would never happen. I mean, it won't achieve anything, is the thing. She's on seduction focus, so she's probably just trying to get something from us. It'll never happen. Let's get out of here. Second Bavarian liberation of Austria. Nice. That's cool. Excellent. Good job, Finland. The work to create an office in which we can conduct our experiments is finally complete. It may not compare to the greatest laboratories of this age, but it will surely help us find the knowledge which we seek. Let us get started. 5 economic tech points. Whee! And we get a laboratory, monthly prestige, and learning +1. With this is basically the same event, but slightly different. With a laboratory of our own, we can proceed to perform greater works than ever before. How we ever got by without a dedicated workspace and the right tools, we will never understand. The secrets of Hermes the Thrice Blessed shall be ours. Our work has just begun. Excellent. When can we upgrade? Quite soon, actually. Quite soon indeed. Okay. Sounds good. So it's currently about 8 years until we can put in that law change. A lot of things are happening. We currently have about 30% threat, so that's okay. I guess that's fine. Kind of annoying, but fine. So, we are just slowly pushing out. Our vassals pretty much have this under control at this point. We don't need to do anything, and we're just slowly taking stuff over. So I feel like we need to just not really be too concerned about fighting wars, and be a bit more concerned about attempting to take over Austrasia properly via exploitation of primogeniture. And the question becomes, how much plot power do we have on this guy? Nothing. Apparently our sister likes her husband and doesn't like us. Lovely. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. This adventurer is thinking about popping in a couple of months, so we'll see if he actually does. He probably won't. I'm willing to bet he'll chicken out anyway. So we'll go ahead and just wait for that. And let's see here. Yeah, that's all pretty standard stuff. Britannia is, of course, our primary title. So changing things here has a tendency to have a bit of a trickle-down effect. We must be getting close to the Empire of Germania. Let's see, de jure. Empire of Germania. Hang on, Snedga. I'm checking. We are actually getting pretty close to Germania. Excellent. These are dark days. Our daughter, Princess Snedga, has been beset by strange rashes and episodes of delirium over the last few weeks. We've just been informed that her affliction is indeed camp fever. Well, she's 8. She's our only real heir, so we need to call for our court physician at once. There we go. Oh wow, he actually did declare. Look at that. Where is he? Up there. Okay. He'll probably land down here, is my theory. We could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When we went downstairs, we discovered Snedga opening one of our letters. She could use some practice reading. There you go, Snedga. Have some practice with reading. Why don't we control Shetland? No, seriously, why don't we control Shetland? Mordvinia and Jomsvikings would come in. Do we actually care, though? Not really. But maybe we wait until our threat goes down a bit. Okay, so where is this adventurer? Is this him? Oh yeah, that's him. Look at that. Right there. Come on, levies. He doesn't have a chance. You get out of here. Fratricelli heresy in the county of Chur. That's no good. Get out of here, Fratricellis. Okay, we need to chase this guy. Hop back to political map mode. Or rather, realm map mode. Unpausing helps too. There we go. Should we shut the gates? I feel like we should. There we go. Sophia is suffering from the current epidemic. Do we care? No, we do not. Throw her out. We just objectively don't care about her in any possible way. She has no claims to any titles. She's unmarried currently, and she's 63. Oh, hello. He's sending a second round. That's adorable. Yeah, that's all fine. We're at 58% here. This should wipe, and it did. Let's see here. Let's allow him to go into Winchester, and then we go in. It's just a little easier to fight him there. Just because we don't have to go around through plagued provinces. There we go. No problem whatsoever. Get out of here. There we go. 100% more score. Offer peace. Enforce demands. Execute imprisoned? Nope, it's tyrannical. He gets the oubliette. There you go. Excellent. Possible to rank up. And so we shall. Fantastic. 7 more years to go until we can get our law change. Which again is fantastic. Also, we have 3,000 troops up down here as well, that I completely forgot about. What is this? Ask to embargo. An embargo war on Venice. No. That's not going to happen. Hey, we are now an initiate. Fantastic. We also have a dangerous faction. Increased council power in Britannia. Currently being led by the King of Finland. Primarily because he wants a seat on the council. He's bad at everything. And we don't have an advisor slot open, it would appear. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have an advisor slot open. So we would need to get rid of somebody here. That would actually be okay. We could get rid of, like, the Duke of Orleans, maybe? Let's see. What's this guy good at? Not much, but... he's just really bad. But I feel like we have to do it. We'll get rid of the Count of Artois. He's so bad. Okay. There we go. He is so bad. But with any luck, he'll now leave the faction. And if he does, there's nobody here that can keep him up over that 70% mark of being a dangerous faction. Helps if we unpause. But he should disband that faction, I think. He's also in this faction. The sudden expulsion of several important Jewish merchants has done some damage to our economy of the realm. It would seem that they played a bigger role in the economic development of Middlesex than our advisors gave them credit for. Fools. I mean, it was decades ago at this point. It wasn't that sudden. As a reigning emperor, we rarely have any spare time, but for our little daughter Snedga, we would move heaven and earth. Family first. Excellent. So Snedga is currently 9. We are 34. So hopefully we'll be able to get this law change done. I mean, it'd be nice to get it done a little bit faster, but it's simply impossible before 1 August 1178. And then we're going to want to change this. Apparently 5 November 1210? Oof. Life in seclusion isn't so bad. After finishing a hearty breakfast, we belch contentedly and remark upon our foresightedness in ensuring Middlesex's larders were well stocked. However, as soon as the words leave our lips, we notice a suddenly panicked look on our servant's face. My emperor, you just ate the very last pickled boar's head, and almost all our other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Furthermore, your servant continues to drone on, but you're too aghast to listen. No more pickled boar's heads! This isn't good. Remaining food to 5. Okay, so, I mean, this thing will go away soon. Theoretically. And then we will be able to reopen the gates and not run out of food. Which would be ideal. We have searched Middlesex from top to bottom and have come to realize that there really are no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Our servant really should have mentioned that. Tough times ahead for us all. Okay. So we need a new court chaplain. I like this guy. 1 point down in terms of skill, but yeah, that's fine. He's a loyalist. With food supplies dwindling, it has been brought to our attention that the basements of Middlesex contain a large number of rats which could be caught and eaten. Yum! What could go wrong? So, this guy hasn't left his faction yet. He would not convert. He's a Muslim. Well, that explains a lot. We can't imprison him, of course. Let's see, why doesn't he like us? Because we're a coward. For 4 more years. He desires the Empire of Scandinavia. Not gonna happen. Known murderer, vicious rumors. Okay. A sudden clatter sends us running to check on our food supplies. We arrive at the storeroom just in time to see Emma Lausuintha, that's quite the name, emerge, wiping at her mouth. How could you do this? That's no good. That's no good at all. Well, eventually, this epidemic will go away, theoretically. Righteous imprisonment of the King of Finland. I believe the entire faction will rebel. We only have a 1% chance to actually bring him in. The odds on that are, shall we say, not great? I wouldn't mind imprisoning him, don't get me wrong. But I feel like we don't. Yeah, he's considering ending his plot. There we go. He ended his plot. We do need to get him off of here. Who's this guy? King of Wales. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Stop asking. Who is this guy? Duke of Normandy is requesting the County of Bruges? This greed doesn't become him. Get out of here. We are not giving you the County of Bruges. Okay, so this guy ate some food. How could you do this? So our remaining food is rather on the low side. Let's see here. We've still got a minor food shortage. This plague should go away eventually. But who knows when eventually is. Kingdom of Burgundy exists again? Kingdom of Burgundy exists again. Oh, would you look at that? He's in the Christian Defensive Pact against us. So if we were to declare war, all these people would come in. Thanks to our threat. Excellent. Emperor Zhang Muzong, the Chinese Son of Heaven, has died and been succeeded by Zhang Ningzong. Like his predecessor, he favors an open China. Apparently, he takes a special interest in wealth, but frowns on Mazdan religions. Okay, well, that doesn't affect us much. We are currently about 6 years out from being able to adopt our law. Our friend is inviting us to a grand banquet. We will go there. Somehow, even though we're also simultaneously secluded with our courtiers. However, it's out of Middlesex now. So let's open the gates. There we go. Gates are now open. Fantastic. Well, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's not, you know, like a super huge deal. And dangerous factions are back. Increased council power in Britannia. Primarily because of the King of Wales and the King of Finland. Those guys are both kind of jerks. He's currently dealing with a revolt. Pretty nasty one, looks like. Well, no, he'll win that. He's got the numbers. But he won't convert over to Lollardy, which is unfortunate. Okay. Our brother in the Hermetic Order, Jinsa, has stepped forth with an idea for a ritual that might invoke the presence of a divine being. Hey, we already tried that. We'll go for it. The buildings King Atraitus was looking to reinforce should be torn down and replaced with sturdier houses and watchtowers, but King Atraitus was insistent something could be done about them. We told him our honest opinion about the buildings. The materials could be used to erect better buildings. There we go. To initiate Atraitus, my brother, as you know, we're always in need of more ingredients to perform our experiments. These experiments are essential to uncover the mysteries of the world. I propose a joint venture to combine our knowledge in an effort to identify and gather ingredients so that our search for truth will not be halted by such worldly things as material shortages. Sure. We'll do it. So we need to go acquire ingredients. We've called upon our apprentice King Zero to help us gather ingredients that are needed for further studies of the mysteries in the world. But first we need to decide what kind of ingredients we need. We will gather the most prized animal parts. What could go wrong? Adept Zero has offered his help with gathering much needed ingredients for further studies of the mysteries of the world. But first we need to decide. Just did animal parts. But I guess we're going to gather herbs as well. Several of the largest patrons of culture in Middlesex were apparently Jewish. Who needs culture? There we go. Okay, summoning the divine. However, we are going a little bit over here, so I think I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode we will summon the divine. See you all then.